It has been 6 months since my last episode, and in that time, everything in my life, my marriage, and my purpose has shifted. I stepped back, listened deeply, and apparently my intuition decided it was time for a quiet season. So I followed it, even when it surprised me. So today I'm finally ready to share where I've been, what has changed, and where the intuitive marriage method is headed next. Let's begin. Hello, beautiful listeners. It is Amanda, and welcome back to the Intuitive Marriage Podcast. Yes, it has been a while. If you have been hanging in there since the spring, thank you for still being here. The last time I published an episode was June 6th, and here we are today on December 6th. I kind of feel like the universe loves a full circle moment, and clearly, I guess I do too. So today is not a deep teaching episode. Today is a warm welcome, a little life update, a soft laugh at myself for disappearing for half a year, and a heartfelt promise that I am here, I am grounded, and I'm ready to move into a brand new season with you. So, a little life update. This summer was absolutely beautiful. It was very busy, and I just spent it being a human, being at the cabin with my grandkids. Just spent more quality time with family, and it was beautiful. It was busy, but I really wanted to just take that moment and live my life. My husband Barry and I, we did a lot of singing, karaoke, a lot of laughing, living, and just remembering that life is really meant to be lived. I always feel like, coming from the corporate background and sales background, that I have to hustle and hustle and I always have to be doing something. And I just felt like I was kind of, I guess, maybe burning out, just sort of needed to take a step back. And so I truly did allow myself to go off script. No pressure, no hustle. I just wanted to live my life. And the cabin, oh my goodness, the cabin, friends. We had beautiful weather this summer. We had sunsets, late night talks, long drives, bonfires, joy, lots of singing, a lot of laughter with the grandkids, sleepovers, and a lot of clarity came through that stillness. I read books, I sat in the sun, just took better care of my health, and I really did need it more than I actually realized. So I guess in all of saying that, sort of I've had some clarity that kind of arrived wrapped in a lesson, so to speak. I had a pretty big personal hack happen this summer, summer into the fall. Some personal accounts, my credit cards, my website, things like that were a mess. It was compromised. And so instead of trying to patch this or chase that, I just kind of finally said, you know what, I'm just going to start from scratch. I had to get a whole new credit card and had to change a whole bunch of passcodes and just all kinds of things. And it was a very scary moment. I had a lot of money that had been charged to my credit card. Um, and, Apple was attacked and it was just not fun. So after all that, I sort of took another step back and I'm just wiping the slate clean and I'm starting fresh. So there is no more website. Taking a step back actually taught me something really important. I do not need a fancy website right now. I do not need perfection. I had a beautiful website done by a young entrepreneur from Nigeria, and that was a whole other experience and, the good, bad, and the ugly and lessons learned. But I realized that actually, it was a great experience for me, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. But looking back, I don't need a website. All I really did get from it, mind you, I didn't promote it a lot either, but all I got from it was a lot of spam emails. I do need to go through there because there might be a few of you listeners that did send me an email that sort of got lost in the shuffle, but it was very confusing. I had a lot of different platforms, and to be very honest, I just realized that, I don't need to have every piece of my business in place before I use my voice. So taking that time and reflection, just to take a step back and just look at what I have accomplished and what do I really want going forward. And to be very honest, it's my voice has always been my foundation and my intuition has always been my compass. So I've always listened to it. So I'm grateful that I do honor and respect my intuition and my higher self. So when I do have those inclinations to take a step back or, take better care of myself or really, what are you really doing? Why do I feel so overwhelmed? This is supposed to be a fun passion and I feel like I'm always behind and not where I should be. And, quite frankly, the whole experience with recovering accounts and dealing with a designer and managing passwords and learning how vulnerable small businesses can be on the internet. I mean, it really truly deserves its own episode. So who knows, maybe down the road, um, we might talk more about that. But there's definitely lessons there, what I maybe would have done differently. Um, but at the end of the day, I believe that things do happen for me to learn lessons and to figure things out. So this is where we're at. But the point is this. I am rebuilding from a clean slate and it feels really good. And you may have noticed I've got some new artwork on there, just kind of a little fun woo woo AI. And that's another thing. There's too much AI. However, it sounds a little hypocritical, doesn't it? Um, AI is a lot of fun in certain contexts. But when you have full videos of AI and you just can't tell like what's real and what's not, that's kind of freaky to me. And I just want to be real. And so I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel as well, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. Um, but what I have still been doing is I've still been mentoring. I mentor full time every week. And I mentor young adults in life and with relationships and just overall, just being a better human every day, right? Just trying to just take better care of yourself and self-love and self-empowerment. And I really love the work I do. And I'm grateful for the work that I have. I'm also just in the beginning stages of a 12-week program with my business coach, Rose, and who's not only became a client, but she's like another daughter to me through this work. We were colleagues through school a few years ago, and we just always lift each other up and, share our wins and, test things out with each other and just sort of she's my sounding board and I'm just taking her through my 12-week program because I have some goals for next year and have some spaces open that I'm going to be working one-on-one with people. So just kind of getting back into it after my nice beautiful long break. But now it's cold, it's winter, it's cozy, it's hibernation time, and which means it's also time for me to start you know, um, getting in front of the mic and doing more of this, doing more of this passion and this dream that I love so much. Um, so that's why I'm back. And, what a better day, December 6th. It's fucking cold outside here. Oh my God. It's like minus 30 something. I don't know. Why do I live in Manitoba? Anyways, um, my rant is over. I'm in my nice cozy office, got like my nice cozy sweater on and my nice cozy coffee. Can I say cozy anymore? Maybe. Um, but as I continue on, I'm working with Rose and we're mentoring her through my Worthy of Love program. And it's the 12 foundations and it's just been going beautifully. And I'm going to be creating an episode. I'm hoping it's going to be my first YouTube episode on my marriage wheel, and that's going to be my freebie. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please, um, send me a message, drop me an email. I'll put the information in the show notes a little bit later. I'll explain everything to you as well. So I've also continued doing some intuitive mentoring. So I'm always up for the challenge and I have great conversations and beautiful, deep conversations with my friends and my coworkers and the young adults that I do work with. And the intuition for me, once I get quiet, I just love that work. It just comes alive for me. I call them downloads. It's like I get a picture of someone's life, and I just love that, and learning about them and being curious. But, I am still definitely feeling a very strong pull into doing more marriage mentoring, working with married women who are struggling with their self worth and, feeling like they want to communicate, but they don't know how. And how do we haven't communicated for so many years, or proper communication, or you just want to bring your relationship, your marriage to another level. And that's my passion. That's my desire. And so I've made a decision that it's, time for me to start stepping more fully into my marriage mentoring, into couples, into married women, into communication, into my intuition, and into the spiritual side of partnership. And this is truly where my heart lives. So, one of the things, as I was speaking of earlier, is I've created during my creative burst this over the past, oh gosh, couple of years, because the podcast has been well over a year now, a year and a half, 36 episodes. But I created this thing. It's called the Marriage Wheel, and it's my free opt in gift for you. So if you are interested in receiving one, please send me a message and let me know. Send me some fan mail. I think you can reach me through there as well. Let me know that you would like the Marriage Wheel. And this is something that I really want to teach. And I've been feeling called to offer like a live workshop, do my YouTube video on it, maybe do some sort of, yeah, like seminar, webinar where we can walk through it together. And I want to teach people how to use it, how to read it, how to evaluate their marriage from a loving and intuitive place, and how the wheel connects back to the 12 foundations. And so before I kind of lock it in, I do want to hear from listeners. Would you like to come to a workshop? Would you like to, would you be interested in a 90-minute session where you reflect, learn, and then you can leave with clarity in your marriage? I do offer calls at this point if you want to work with me. This is just one of the things that I'm hoping to get feedback on once this episode on the Marriage Wheel goes live. So I will, keep you posted on that for sure. That's most likely going to be one of my most first YouTube videos when I do my channel. I've actually created my channel, so if you want to go subscribe and then hit the notifications, and as soon as I drop my first video, you will already be there. It's called the Intuitive Marriage Method. So I'm flipping it from the podcast to the method. So go have a search. Amanda Pott, POTT, the Intuitive Marriage Method. So why did I come back now? I guess. I planned on coming back quite a bit sooner. And then the break just kind of continued. And then I sort of went through an energy lull of not really being motivated to create, and still kind of figuring out my direction and where I wanted to go with it. I've also started back on The Artist's Way. Oh my goodness, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. It's amazing. It's a 12-week program again, where you are journaling morning pages daily. I've spoken about it before. And I did that 2 years ago. And after doing that, I actually created my podcast from that. It allowed me to get my creative juices going again, and confidence going again, and my belief in myself and my talents and my abilities. And I'm doing it again. And that's actually what Rose and I are going through. She's going through my 12-week program, and we are also going through The Artist's Way again together. So that's been really, really fascinating. But I did believe that a break for me was really healthy. A 6-month break was really educational. And I learned a lot about what matters. I learned a lot about what I missed. And I really missed this. I really missed speaking. I missed connecting. I missed just expressing myself and being acts of service to relationships and souls that are already, ready to listen and wanting to grow, I guess, or, wanting to listen and ready to grow. I don't know, however you view it, right? If you're here then obviously, you're interested in learning either about intuition or marriage or something about your relationships. So um, there's always room for us to grow. And I missed being in my purpose. I feel a strong call that this is what I'm here for. My name, Amanda, literally means worthy of love. I keep saying that to you because I just think it's so cool. Look it up in the dictionary. It's true. Um, and I just feel like it's my purpose. And, you know, I just know that everything I create, including the 12 foundations, was born from my own healing, from my own journey, from my own desire to have a marriage that felt like a fairy tale that I've always wanted and dreamed of and truly believed for so many years that it was attainable. But living through chaos and pain and hurt, mistrust and it just took so much inner strength for me to truly believe that it was attainable. And I always did believe that my soulmate was there for me. Just a matter of just, knowing exactly what I wanted and what I didn't want anymore and truly believing in it. And a whole other story, I absolutely manifested my husband. And I truly believe that I did. That energy brought him to me because he reached out to me. He found me. And the marriage today that I have today is honestly the blueprint. It's the proof. It's the reminder that healing is possible, that love is possible, and intuition can rebuild a life from ashes. This is our second marriage, both of us. And so, yeah, I'm back because I know I can help and because I want to share what I've learned, humbly, but confidently. I'm not arrogant about this at all. I hope I don't ever give that vibe. If I do, it's because I'm sometimes unfiltered, but that's never truly where it comes from. Very humbly. If anything, I don't put myself out there enough. But, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. So next week, I'm actually going to be doing something really special. I did an interview with my father a few weeks ago, and it's just so beautiful. And it gives a little shine of light on, who I am as a person. Um, he's one of the greatest influences in my life. And especially in how I view love, empathy, partnership, marriage. The marriage him and my mother had was just incredible. And that's truly why I always believed it was possible for me. It was just always possible because I saw it. I saw it. It was right in front of my eyes. And his love story with my mother shaped my belief in what was possible in a marriage, long, long before I ever lived it myself. I mean, sadly, it didn't start out that way for me. I felt like I was hurt right from the get go. And then it just was a dumpster fire of relationships and things. And of course, I'm accountable for, I take my accountability and I've learned throughout the years. But I, but I digress. The interview with my dad, I really want to share his voice and his legacy with you. And it's kind of just for our family, honestly. And at the end of the day, this is what this podcast was always for, just to leave something for my loved ones, whoever's interested in listening to my voice, the things I've learned in life. And I think it's important to be heard and to have those on record. And I wish that I would have had more of those moments with my mom. But it's time. My dad's 93. So, it's something I've always wanted to do. And my family that I've expressed it with thought that it was really cool. So right now it just feels like the perfect time. So I think the next episode will be my little interview with him. And then we'll move forward with that. So I'll keep you posted on what's happening. But so no more website, but my business is still called Soul Spot Intuitive because I just love that. And spot with 2 T's to match my last name because, why not, right? And YouTube channel will be coming out soon. Go subscribe and please hit, I guess, all notifications if you can. I'm not sure. There's no video up yet. Just a bio and my fun little graphics I've been playing around with. Let me know what you think of the new artwork. And Yeah, I just thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for waiting while I lived my life and gathered lessons. I'm still smoking pot. So that's, I'm all about plant medicine as well. That won't change. I'm excited about this next chapter in my life. I'm excited to bring you more teachings, more episodes, more tools, more intuition, love more, more truth. I'm going to have like some sort of a newsletter. So if you want to subscribe to, my email, then, please just send me an email at amandahot@soulspotintuitive.com. And once I get all that set up, I don't have any automated systems yet. It's all starting from scratch. But I will reach out to you and I will send you that marriage wheel and then get on my email list. And then I'll drip to you some good info on marriage and love and intuition. So if you're interested, please let me know. Again, if you want to reach out, share feedback, or tell me, if you're interested in attending a marriage wheel workshop, my inbox is absolutely open. So I will see you next week for some very meaningful episode shenanigans with my dad. And until then, take a breath, trust your intuition, and remember that love is always worth the effort. And I'm absolutely grateful for all of you that are listening and all the downloads I continue to get, even though I was on a 6-month hiatus. And I'm grateful. I'm so happy to be back. So anyways, enjoy your day and bye for now.